Alright, welcome to another walkthrough. This time I'll be going over the mini-bosses in the Hidden Forest. These aren't too bad if you know what you're doing, just like anything in a From Software game, more especially in Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. But the first thing that we're going to do is make our way across the Hidden Forest, and we're going to try to ignore most everybody, especially the person on the ground to my left. You see that section right down there? There's this dude who's really headless, and he likes to use these terror attacks that are really, really terrible. But during the fog state, he also can call apparition-type enemies to his aid. So we want to clear the fog first. That's what we're up to right now. We are making our way across just to clear the fog. Now you'll see that I'm going to meander a little bit just because I'm trying to avoid, angering the spirits, so to speak. But I'll try to give you the best direct path to get there. So once you spawn in, go directly straight. Now from here you're going to drop down and then hang a left, and we're going to try. You can see you can go up that hill there. Don't do that. We're going to try to keep to the left and to avoid all of the spirits that are hiding in the fog. I know it's kind of a daunting task, but if you pedal fast, you should be able to avoid them. Now you can see there's this ledge up off to the left. You can kind of see in the background there. We're going to try to get past that and get on that branch. You see that branch there? Now from here you'll be able to shimmy off to your left. Don't do that. Go straight. Now there will be some baboons. Now you can sneak up to them and you won't aggro them, but I kind of like barged in and was like, hey, here I am. But they should go down with one hit from the shuriken, so not too terrible. We've also aggroed Tukojiro the Glutton. This is another one of those gluttons that we encountered at the Hirata estate. We're just going to run past him. Later down the line, we'll come back and deal with him. But for now, we're just going to go past him. Because again, we are trying to deal with this fog. Everything is better when you can see what you're doing. I think I'm going to go ahead and run now. Yes. So you're going to go straight down this hill and off to the right, and there'll be a ledge that you have to leap and grab. From there, you just kind of shimmy on over, and this will let you approach this shrine from a tree branch. Now, if you had run straight to this shrine initially, you wouldn't be able to get inside. This is the only access point to the shrine. So, coming from the back, we'll be able to get on this tree branch. Now, what's odd about this tree are there's some corpses hanging from it. I wonder who put them there. Unrelated, but they do give you spirit emblems when you walk past, so don't forget to pick those up. So from here we have access to the roof. Well, if I can get off this branch. Anyhow, you can kind of hear someone playing this fluty type instrument on the inside. We are about to drop on that person's head because they are casting this illusion. That's what it is. It is an illusion. Most of the stuff that you've seen on the way in here is not really there. So first thing we're going to do is get a sneak attack on this Mist Noble. And then from there just go directly into sword hits. All the Mist Noble will try to do is play the flute. So you should be able to dispatch the Mist Noble easily. Now from there the illusion disappears. So now we're going to go and visit our friend the Glutton. So if you leave the front of the shrine, I kind of moseyed around looking for items and such, but if you leave the front of the shrine, you should be able to grab on... Man, I am just goofing off. But like I said, leaving the front of the shrine, you should be able to get on that branch past the place I told you not to shimmy. So from there, If I ever make it, good lord. How did people even watch me play? From there, we'll be able to encounter the Glutton again. So, there's a rifleman off to the right. So what I'm going to do is dispatch them and then try to hide from our Glutton friend so I can get the sneak attack. Now, Glutton enemies typically blow this poison stuff out of their faces onto their swords. So the swords do poison damage, and then they can blow the mist directly on you for poison mist. So I have equipped the green gourd just in case. Who decided it'd be a good idea to give baboons rifles? I mean, it makes no sense. But anyway, I'm going to take a little journey to this side of the ledge and just chill out until the Glutton is no longer aggressive, and then I'm going to make my way back over to him for the sneak attack. So as you can see, back's turned. He's just asking to get stabbed. Man, that was probably the most savage sneak attack I've seen. Throat slit. But from there, he does the usual barrage that Gluttons do. He likes to sweep his sword across the ground. When you see the kanji, you're going to want to jump over that. But he also does a grab attack. And when you see the grab attack, you can avoid that by jumping backwards. I am not too good at avoiding the grab attack. But from there, I like to keep the heat on because I'm getting pretty close to breaking his posture. See, I just suffered a grab, and that's what you get for just spamming the R1 button. It's not always your friend. But, like I said, his posture's almost broken. Here he is about to spray poison stuff onto his blade. I'm just going to go in for the kill here. You can block pretty much everything he does, but it does do a lot of posture damage to you. So you can run away from him and hold block, because when you hold block, it restores posture damage much faster. But this guy drops a prayer bead for us, which is kind of nice. So, not too difficult. He's probably the easiest Glutton to fight, because you can get him by himself and you don't have to worry about anything else. Which is usually not the case. Gluttons tend to have a bunch of enemies around them. So that one's not too bad. Now, let's go to the main event. As you can see, we have a finger whistle in our prosthetic tool, but this one's special. This one's called Malcontent because it uses the Malcontent Ring in conjunction with the finger whistle. Now, you'll have access to this when you return to the Guardian Ape's Burrow after you defeat the Guardian Ape for the second time, and there'll be a Shichimen Warrior in there. Now, you're going to need Divine Confetti for that too. Farming Divine Confetti is easily done at the Ashina Castle. The dojo or the antechamber is a good place to get those. But you'll find it very useful for Headlesses as well. When you blow Malcontent, this is what happens. They freak out for a solid 5 seconds, and you can just wail on them, and it is one of the most satisfying things I've gotten to do because these Headless are so aggravating. I mean, you can learn how to fight them, but why do that when you can do this? I'm not even paying attention to how much damage it's doing to me. One thing to note, though, wait a few seconds after the first death blow before using Malcontent again, and then go right on into it. Also, I've got Purple Gourd equipped, but I don't actually use it. Pay attention to your terror buildup and don't let this happen to you. Also, if he disappears, he's about to appear behind you and reach up your ass and remove your organs. Make sure you jump out of the way of that. But like I said, there's no big deal with the Malcontent. Just makes life so much easier. Anyway, this has been a walkthrough of Hidden Forest. I hope it was entertaining and that you learned something. Thank you so much for watching.